Hello there, I'm Doug Bruce. Welcome to Braemar TV from the top of Loch Nagar.
Hello, I'm Marilyn Baker and here we are at Braemar's latest charity pop-up shop, and this one is all in aid of Braemar Castle's refurbishment. We're trying to help towards raising the 500,000 that's needed to be raised by the local community in order to gain the much bigger amount from the lottery. And we've been so lucky with all the donations. Many people have brought lots of things in, and now we're getting customers, which is the good side of it, because we're making the money, turning the goods into money, and that's what it's all about.
And how long does the shop last?
It started on Monday. We got the shop all cleaned out on Monday and decorated it this morning, and it's going to last until Sunday afternoon, so it's a full week of being in the shop, although it's only 6 days of trading.
And we're here in the Mews at Braemar.
We are at the Mews in Braemar, and we're opening every morning at 10 o'clock and closing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry we don't serve teas and coffees, but we will put a smile on your face.
And is today the first day?
First day of trading, yes. Second day of being in the shop. Within an hour yesterday, actually, a team had the whole place swept out and floor washed, windows cleaned, and tables brought from Castleton Hall. So we were ready to start stocking, and in the afternoon all the stock came in, and it's absolutely amazing what we've got.
You got a team of people that are working here through the week?
Absolutely. There are more than 25 names on the list of people who are willing to either help to clean or help to shop or help to display things and sell things, so it's been fantastic. Really good support. The community's really behind it, and of course all the customers, lots of the customers are from the community too, but we have welcomed lots of different visitors. We had Americans and Australians in this morning, so yeah, it's going well.
And a huge range of sort of donations so far?
Absolutely, all kinds of clothing, from babies clothing right up to old ladies clothing, and some men's, not too much for the men, but some stuff. We've got tools, we've got pictures to hang on the walls, we've got ornaments, we've got books galore, and it's a great place to browse. It's like an Aladdin's cave in there.
And you say ultimately the money's going towards the castle?
It's all going to the castle. Every single penny that comes in through those doors today will go to the castle. Wish us luck.
Indeed, thank you very much.
Well done. Yeah, bye. Sorry, then. Bye.
Hi, my name's Nicholas Kidd. I'm a race organiser actually for the half BraeMarathon and the 10k, which we do each year. We start and finish actually within the stadium. Basically it's a very straightforward event. The half marathon is, as I say, they start here in the stadium. They then run out to the Linn of Dee car park, following basically the line of following the river as they go along. At the Linn of Dee, they then turn round and very straightforwardly just run back, and that basically is your 13.1 mile half marathon route. This year we've tried and introduced a 10k event as well, which basically uses the exact same route, except what they do is obviously just run out to about just over the 3 mile point, turn around there, and then come back into the stadium. So both events start and finish within, I have to say, absolutely glorious venue, and on today's weather as well. Perfect location to actually do the events. Got a family here who are here for the gathering, who have also then entered the 10k and the half marathon events So it's a win. It's a win from that point of view.
So you get people coming from all over, sort of Aberdeenshire,
Yep.
possibly even Perthshire from here.
Perthshire, all over. I mean, to be honest, we've got people coming from across Scotland, but as I say, we've actually got a family who I think, I may have this wrong, are either Sweden or Norway. They are here for the weekend, and they have entered both events between them as well.
And how long has this event been going?
The event has actually been going for about 12 years. Don't know why, it's the most, I would honestly say it's probably one of the most beautiful scenic routes for a half marathon in Scotland, and everybody who does it says that, especially hopefully after today as well, with the way the weather is. I don't know, I can't really quite put my finger on why we maybe don't have 200, 300, 400 runners doing it, because for our other half marathon events we do.
What we're doing, and I say we're celebrating my birthday today by climbing Loch Nagar, which is directly behind us there. I've made my mind up that this is the last time I'm going up Loch Nagar. This could very well be about my 100th time. Since I first climbed it when I was 12 years old and I'm now 80, you can work that out yourselves. My son's come all the way from Australia just to climb Loch Nagar with me. I'm really chuffed about that. And I've got one nephew here and people from Braemar.
It's my dad's 80th birthday, so Doug Bruce, Senior. So I have come from Perth, Australia to be here today. So I left on Sunday afternoon and got to Glasgow Airport on Monday, and I visited my sister and my mum, and now I'm climbing Loch Nagar. It's a bit weird coming from 20-degree temperatures in the middle of spring in Australia to, 12, 14 degrees here, blowing a gale. So yeah, definitely been worthwhile.
My name's Fiona Nelson and I'm standing here in Braemar with Charlie. I'm actually from Inverary on the west coast, but a couple of years ago I came up with a little bit of a mad hat idea that I would like to get some emergency vehicles from Scotland to Gambia, where I do a little bit of work. I've worked over there since 2009 doing charity work, and I knew Charlie had done this before, so I asked him how did he feel about it, and then before we knew what happened, we got it up and running a couple of years ago, and we now have 5 emergency vehicles all ready to go, all with a purpose when they get there. We have a road rescue unit for the Gambian Fire Service that we're kitting out and taking. We've got 2 ambulances that we are taking out and making into mobile clinics, which my project, Phony Project, will organise and run. We also have a Land Rover Discovery named Flo, who is going to be donated to the Gambian Sea Rescue units to help them obviously with their beach work and stuff. And the final vehicle is a patient transport ambulance for the hospital in the region that I work up in Gambia in Phony. So the 5 vehicles are all getting ready and heading out. So that's
a fleet of vehicles.
A fleet of vehicles. We're a convoy.
And what's the route?
Charlie will be starting from Braemar, but the other three of the vehicles will be starting from Inverary. One of the vehicles is actually meeting us down in Folkestone because it's based down in Swanage at the moment. So basically we're travelling down through Scotland, down through England to Folkestone, across on the Channel, as we thought the ferry journey might be a bit rough in December, across France, down through Boulogne, Bordeaux, across into Spain, Salamanca, and heading over to Algeciras next to Gibraltar, where we'll get the ferry over to Morocco. And that's truly, I think, when the big adventure really starts at Morocco. Through Morocco up to Marrakesh. We've got a couple of nights in Marrakesh. We decided we fancied a little bit of time off to do the souk and have a little look round. We don't want to just zip through all this and not see anything. And then from there we're heading up to Tisnet, and then on to Camp Bedouin, where we'll spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in a Bedouin camp. I think we've got camel tahine booked for Christmas lunch, so all very different. Yeah, really different.
How long does the whole journey take?
In total, I think we're just about 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks, give or take. There's nothing. We have a timetable, but it might not go according to plan. We could break down, we could have troubles getting through border crossings and checkpoints. Sometimes you might get through in an hour, and other times you could be there all day. Africa doesn't work quite the same as us, so we're playing it a little bit by ear. We do have a little bit of grace with a day or two that we can catch up if we do have a hiccup. So yes, and then obviously from Morocco we cross over into Mauritania, Western Sahel, and then Mauritania, and down to Senegal, where we'll spend New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in a place called St. Louis. So we're looking forward to another couple of days off there. And then from that up Senegal, across the border and into Gambia at a place called Farafenni, and we will drive down the length of Gambia back to Banjul, where we hope to be by the 3rd of January. So yeah, leaving here on the 15th of December and into Gambia on the 3rd of January.
Unfortunately, I've been underneath the vehicle today, so I have been changing the springs. That's why I'm looking like a miner.
So there's a bit of work to do on the vehicles?
Well, this one we were going to be doing the brakes today, and when Fiona arrived last night from Inverary, the back of the vehicle was sitting down on the bump stops. So it was easier for me to change the springs because I had a set than it was to do the brake pads. Somebody else can do the brake pads for me.
Hello there. Oh my God, thanks for meeting all you people here. Where do you all come from?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
You silly
dear
dog.
Douglas. Happy birthday to you.
Speech. About 3 years ago, a pair of ospreys came to Invercold for what we think is the first time in certainly well over 30 years. They tried to establish a nest. They didn't succeed that year. They did succeed, however, this year in establishing a nest, having come back 2 years intervening time. And a nest was established this spring. The ospreys had one chick, which was a male that was successfully reared, and we believe it has fledged successfully and left now the nest with its parents. It'll be on its way back to Africa, and hopefully we will see the parents returning again next year, and they will nest again successfully and perhaps produce another chick, which would be wonderful for this area. We've not seen many ospreys in this far up Deeside for a long time. The last time that a nest was in this area, it was further downstream than Invercold Estate. So we're very pleased that they've come this far west into Aberdeenshire, and hope that we'll see them again for many years to come. Once ospreys have built a nest, they tend to come back to the same nest. There's a lot of work in an osprey nest. It's a large structure, and once they've got a site that's successfully reared some young, I think they realise that they've made a good home and they want to come back and use it again. So we're very hopeful that they'll return next year and produce another chick. I hope you've enjoyed this programme. We've certainly enjoyed our day out. And it's been great being on top of Loch Nagar with all my friends and with my son all the way from Australia. And I hope you have had a good time wherever you've been. And this one here is for you, Richard, I'm going to be drinking it very soon. It's Royal Lochnagar and it's whiskey. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Good night.